Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. So, let's talk about NXT for April the 12th, 2022. This was Championship Tuesday. This was a really good episode of NXT. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Please hit the like button and comment down below. And as always, please subscribe. So we kicked the show off with Cameron Grimes versus Solo Sikoa for the NXT North American Championship. Now, I was kind of pissed off because neither competitor got their entrance, and I fucking hate that. It's extremely annoying. It doesn't make any sense. The crowd was super over and for Solo Sikoa as well as Grimes. But in the end, and this was a really good match, in the end, Grimes wins with the cave-in. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, they got involved. So Carmelo Hayes is back. I don't think that Solo Sikoa is going to stay in NXT too much longer. I wouldn't be shocked if he's on the main roster, I want to say around SummerSlam. So, yeah, that's kind of what I think they're going to do with him. Is going to end up putting him in some more feuds, and then they'll ship him off to the main roster to be with the Bloodline, more than likely. Moving on. Then we got a really good promo by Joe Gacy. So he's in the back. He talks about how he kidnapped Rick Steiner from last week. And he set ablaze Rick Steiner's Hall of Fame ring, which is probably like a replica, not the real thing, obviously. He threw it into a fire pit, and then he picked it up later on in the show. That was fucking badass. Then we got Von Wagner taking out Jacket Time, utterly destroyed both members. But then he came out along with Robert Stone, my bad. And Ike Manjaro, he answered the challenge. And so they fought. This was Jura got in a little bit of offense, but in the end, Von Wagner, he won via the swinging body slam for the 1-2-3. And I kind of like Von Wagner, I do, but he needs to have a character. He really does. He's bland as fuck. He's just like some boring, generic heel. And I'm so tired of that. Up next, we had Mandy Rose versus Dakota Kai for the NXT Women's Championship. Mandy Rose retains, obviously. She wins via the running knee with the involvement of both JC Jane and Gigi Dolan. I don't know what they're going to do with Dakota Kai now that Raquel is gone and that Candice LeRae, she's out having a baby. Well, she's already had the child, but she's already had her son Quinn. And I think her contract is up in a couple months. I think it's up, I want to say, either in May or June. It's one of those two, but I don't think she's going to resign, more than likely. I think it's time to send Dakota Kai to the main roster. I mean, she's been there for a minute, you know. But post-match, Wendy Chu came out, and she used a super soaker and got Toxic Attraction wet, which was fucking awesome. It is what it is. Who cares? She's a comedy type of character. I'm fine with it. Then we got a promo by Cora Jade, and then out comes Natalya. She got a holy shit chant, and the crowd went wild. I'm like, really? Like, what are y'all smoking? Like, y'all got to be on some fucking dope. But, and then Natalya, she took out Cora Jade with the sharpshooter. I like this because Natty is a good worker. She's gonna stay there for the long haul, and later on in and the night she put the NXT Women's Locker Room on notice. She was dealing with somebody who looked just like Britt Baker. I forgot her name. I can't remember her name. But, yeah. So this should be an interesting feud here involving Cora Jade and Natty. Then we had Zion Quinn defeating Draco Anthony. And I like both guys. I'm very high on Zion Quinn because he looks like a star, and he is one. He won with he won with 3 straight flying forearms for the win, along with a Samoan drop. That was pretty fucking badass. So we know Vince is high on that. I do think he'll be on the main roster in due time as well. Draco, they need to change his character. But I am liking Zion Quinn. I think he'll do very well on the main roster. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but I do like what they're doing with him. It seems like he might be turning kind of heel. I don't know. Depends. But I mean, they put him in a couple of feuds with Legado del Fantasma. He's done some dance-off shit. So I mean, he's done some pretty okay stuff. Then we had the main event, which was the gauntlet match. So it was the Creed brothers. They defeated Legado del Fantasma first. Then they defeated Brooks and Jensen, who were fucking god-awful. God-awful. Then they defeated Grayson Waller and Sangha. And I hate that they are misusing Sangha. It doesn't make any sense here. I don't understand why they're doing it. And then it came down to, in the finals, it came down to the Creed brothers and Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly, I like them. They're great. That being Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. So I'm just like, what the fuck? But you know how Vince is. Damn it, we're gonna change your fucking names. But that's besides the point. So they won via their finisher move. I forgot what it's called, but they won that way. I like it. I'm fine with it. Pretty Deadly. They're a good team. They did very well in NXT UK. And I do think that they're going to end up calling more teams and more people from NXT UK, because that roster is stacked, and there's so much talent on that roster that they could use for several reasons. As you can tell, there are going to be a couple more names to be called up from NXT to the main roster, but also there's going to be spring cleaning, aka budget cuts. They're going to get rid of talent. They've done this for the past couple years, and they are going to gut some names. And what I'm hearing and what I'm looking into is I'm thinking that we're either going to get some cuts probably either next week or probably early May. I would assume probably early May that we're going to get cuts. And there's that. So, at least they can kind of figure out who they're going to use, who they're not going to use. But NXT UK is going to be that breeding ground that they're going to use. That's just the way I see it. But other than that, this was a pretty decent show. I do expect the Creed brothers to get their revenge and to be super over come SummerSlam weekend. Oh, I forgot to mention Nikita Lion. She had a backstage segment, a backstage interview. Her sexy ass. Fuck, that woman is sexy. Oh my god. Oof. She was taken out by Lash Legend, so their feud continues, which I'm fine with. But there was that. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. If there are any releases over the weekend, I'll let you guys know, and we'll definitely, do a video and talk about it. Peace.
To the